Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ad America TV. My name is Genera, and I am one of the e-guides here in Ad America. I hope that everyone is staying safe and healthy on this lovely evening. And if you're new here, Ad America is the U.S. Embassy's American Center, and our mission is to provide a space for young Indonesians to learn more about the United States. In celebration of World Health Day, this evening we'll be having another session of Metropolitan Toastmasters World Health Day. But before we start, let's spice things up with a little trivia. Our trivia question for today is it true or false? World Health Day marks the anniversary of the United Nations. Stay tuned until the end of this event because we will be giving a live shout out for those who can answer the question correctly. And now, without further ado, let's give the warmest welcome to our beloved president of Metropolitan Toastmasters Club, Attila Salsabila. Kak Attila, the time is yours.
All right, thank you so much, Genara, for what a very nice question to open the meeting. So everyone, if you know the answer, true or false, you can just directly send your answer through the comment section of Ad America's media channel. So good evening, my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? How are you? Have you done breakfasting? So for those of you who celebrate, wishing you a very happy fasting. May this holy month shower us with abundance blessings. So I am Attila, the president of Metropolitan Toastmasters Club. I am so delighted to welcome all of you here, even during this Ramadan session. You still spend the time here together with us. So for those of you who have not been here before, Toastmasters International is a US headquartered nonprofit organization, basically a place to practice public speaking, improve your communication skill, also to build your leadership skills. You can get them in here in Toastmasters, in Metropolitan Toastmasters. So as Genera said, that our theme today is World Health Day to celebrate the International World Health Day. So this is to create more awareness to our beloved planet. So every April 7, WHO celebrate the International Day of World Health Day. So could you imagine a world with no clear air, no water, no food that are not available for all? So to know this more, let's discuss with us together, and hope you enjoy the meeting and hope you get so much insight and you can get along with us tonight. So by this time we have Toastmasters of the meeting today, Toastmasters Clarissa, for leading the session. But before I give the control to Toastmasters Clarissa, let me open the meeting by the sound of this clap. So the meeting is officially open. Hope you guys enjoy the meeting, and giving the floor to our beloved Toastmasters of the meeting, Toastmasters Clarissa. Over to you, Toastmasters Clarissa.
Hi, our President Toastmaster Attila. Thank you for the warm opening. But first, hi everyone. I'm Clarissa, a Toastmaster of the meeting for tonight. Let me share my screen for a while. A moment. Okay. So I assume my screen is visible now. All right.
Yes, it is visible.
Thank you, our beloved president. So thank you, everyone. Welcome to our meeting for tonight, this Tuesday. I'm Clarissa, like what our president has presented. I'm your Toastmaster of the meeting for tonight. And before that, I would like to introduce the executive committee for Metropolitan Toastmaster. First, we have our president, who is in charge in everything in Metropolitan Toastmaster from A to Z. Toastmaster Attila, who just opens the meeting just now in the very beginning. And then we have our vice president of education, who is in charge in today's meeting, starting from who should who is the role takers, who will be giving speeches and so on and so forth is our is Toastmaster Christopher Susanto. And then we have our Vice President of Membership, who is in charge and dealing with members, talking to members, helping members with Toastmaster jersey and everything is Toastmaster Faisal. And then we have our Vice President of Public Relations, who is in charge in our social media, Toastmaster Rita. And then we have our Secretary and Treasury, which help us with documentations, with financials in Metropolitan Toastmaster, is Toastmaster Vivek. And then we have our Toastmaster Rido, who acts as Surgeon at Arms, who help us with the logistics. And last but not least, we have our immediate past president, who is Toastmaster Astrid. That's all. That is our executive committees for this term. Next, moving on. This is what Toastmaster is. So I believe there are some guests or visiting members who is already quite familiar with Toastmasters, but I believe there are still new people here who is curious about Toastmaster and want to know about Toastmaster more. So basically, what is Toastmaster? In Toastmaster, we learn it's a learning platform. So here in Toastmaster, we learn almost everything. We learn about public speaking, we learn about how to do presentations, we learn about how to give a better communications, how to give feedback, how to give evaluations, how to organize, how to do time management, everything. In Toastmaster, we learn almost everything. It's an international nonprofit education which can connect us with people from across country. Let's say we want to visit US, you can go visit Toastmaster in US. You want to visit Korea, you can go visit Korea. We can learn. It's a learning platform which with across culture. It's a very wide organization that once you join us, you can learn not only about public speaking, but beyond that, we can learn about our communication skill, just like I said before. We can boost our organizing skill, just like what we have today. It's all because our executive committee who has worked very hard behind to have this meeting done. And then you can expand your network. Here in Toastmaster, we're not only one club here in Metropolitan, there are thousands of clubs in Jakarta, Surabaya, Bandung. There are a lot of it in Indonesia, and then we have in Singapore, Brunei, Korea, everywhere. Once you join Toastmaster, you can expand your network. People come from various jobs and everything. You can do your networking there, and then you can find brand new insights. Every meeting, there will be people giving speeches, and from those speeches, we can learn about something new, something fresh ideas. We can listen to their stories, get to know more, get to learn from their stories. And then last but not least, we're going to have fun for sure. Because here in Toastmaster is a learning platform that helps us to relieve our stress and of course to have fun by getting to know more people and exchanging ideas. So that is Toastmaster. And of course, if you want to know more about Toastmaster, you can simply just chat our Vice President of Memberships or anyone here in Toastmaster will be delightful to tell you and share you more about Toastmasters. And like what I say, Toastmaster is a learning platform. Of course, there will be guidelines that help you throughout the journey here in Toastmaster. So don't worry, you're not alone here. There will be a pathway that helps you throughout this journey. You might be asking, what is pathway? So to make it simple, if you're attending a university or anything, there will be a guidelines or curriculums that help us throughout our learning process. So that's the same in Toastmaster, we call it pathway. There are 11 pathways available for us. We can choose for dynamic leadership, effective coaching, or you want to be a jokester, you can choose humor, or you want to be more strategical persons, you can choose motivational strategies. There are 11 pathways available for you with five projects in each, with 5 levels in each pathways that will help you throughout your Toastmaster journey. If you were curious more about pathways, you are sure to welcome to ask any fun here in Toastmaster. Will be very helpful to tell you about this pathway. And of course, in Toastmasters, there will be agenda that help us for tonight's meeting. First, there will be a table topic session. It is a very fun session, and I encourage the guests here who is not members. You are very welcome to join our table topic session. And then second, we have our prepared speech sessions that is only available for our members. In here, they're going to present their projects in their pathway. And last but not least, we have our evaluation sessions in which they're going to give feedback through the prepared speech session. And of course, in Toastmasters, in every meeting, there will be a theme and word of the day. So like our president has stated in the very beginning of the meeting, our theme of the day is World Health Day. I'm sorry. Is World Health Day. So it is celebrated on 7 April each year, and it's under World Health Organization. And our word of the day for tonight is protect. So I'm encouraging every one of you, please use our word of the day. It's protect is very simply to use. It's to keep someone or something safe from injury, damage, or loss. For example, clothing that protects you against the cold, or vitamin C may help protect against cancer. Or you can simply say, drink more water to protect you from dehydration, especially during this Ramadan month. You should keep ourselves healthy to protect ourselves. That is why I'm encouraging you guys to use word of the day, protect as many as you can. And of course, I'm not alone here. I'm being helped by our general evaluator, Toastmaster Christopher. And he is not alone. He is with his army too. I would like to introduce Toastmaster Christopher to explain more about his role. Christopher.
Thank you so much, Master Parisa. Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? All right. Tonight, I'm served as General Advisor. What I'm General Advisor. My role is if you watch something good during the meeting, what should be useful for the next meeting? That's my role. Then, I also read some evaluation session. Tonight, I will not be alone. I have several tools that will help me. First, let me introduce our grammar Toastmaster teacher. Toastmaster teacher, the stage is yours.
Thank you, our GE Toastmaster Chris. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I am serving as a grammarian today, and as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to the language usage, and I'll take note of outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. And as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is protect. It means to keep someone or something safe from injury, damage, or loss. For example, surely the function of the law is to protect everyone's rights. Another example, it's important to protect your skin from the harmful effects of the sun. I will provide my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by the GE. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster teacher, for the introduction. And next, we have our FNW audio. Toastmaster, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster General of the meeting, Toastmaster Christopher. Here I'm as a NWOD. So here I'm going to tell you about my duty of tonight is about counting how many or when you are speaking, and also WOD of today, that's protect. So make sure that don't forget to use the WOD of today. And then I'm going to count how many WOD and how many the or
when you are speaking, and I'll be telling or informing the and WOD in the end of the meeting. Thank you. Back to the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Christopher.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster. And the next is our timer, Toastmaster Claudia. Please welcoming our timer, Toastmaster Claudia. The screen is yours.
Thank you, GE Toastmaster Christopher. Hello, everyone, dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. So today I will serve as your timer. As a timer, I will time all the speeches, including table topic speeches, formal speeches, and also the individual evaluations. I will alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green or yellow or red cards denoting the specific times remaining. For the table topic speakers, they should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. Sorry, I should get rid of my face here. So for the table topic speakers, I will raise the green card at 1 minute and then the yellow card at 1 minute and 30 seconds. The second, and the red card at 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you will deemed disqualified. And for the prepared speakers, you should limit your speeches to 5 to 7 minutes. I will raise the green card at 7 minutes, the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. You have to wrap up your speech by 30 seconds, otherwise you will deemed disqualified. And for the individual evaluation speech, you have 2 to 3 minutes. I will raise the green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. You have to wrap up by 30 seconds as well. Otherwise, you will deem disqualified. I will put the time lock on the chat for everyone to see. That's it from me. Back to you, GE. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Claudia. Okay, it's just the last part of this. Let's introduce our double Toastmaster Gusti. First part of welcoming Toastmaster Gusti. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Gusti.
All right, thank you, G. Toastmaster Christopher. Actually, my role is as a belt counter. So everyone, I am Gusti. I am your belt counter. So if you have like a feedback or comment after the speaker delivering their speech, you can chat privately to me and I'll cast the feedback. And also every session, such a table topic, there are several participants and we can vote and you can vote your answer to me and I like to inform at the end of the session. That's all, G. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Gusti. Yes, I will take up for tonight and then let's make it quickly as we move to our next session. The first session is table topic. Now, before we start the first session, let me pass back the Toastmaster Clarissa, our Toastmaster of the meeting. Toastmaster Clarissa, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Christopher, for the very warm welcoming introductions for your role. So, like what Toastmaster Christopher has stated, the general evaluator, he will be evaluating the running of our meeting for tonight, starting from the grammarian, then the members will give their reports later on after the end of the meeting. All right, but I would like to say I'm very thrilled watching Toastmaster Gusti background. I mean, I know, are you still in what kind of universe are you right now? Are you still on Earth or are you somewhere beyond Earth already?
You know, I'm helping
Where are you
Tesla.
right now? Please bring me there. All right, thank you. Okay, now on, we're going to moving on to our first agenda for tonight. It's tablet topic session. So I would like to see guests here. Guests, we are We are very happy if you can join our meeting, our sessions for this table topic. I would really encourage you. And if you want to know what is table topic, without any long further ado, I would like just to pass the table topic to our table topic master, which is our president, Toastmaster Achala. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Madam Tom, Toastmasters Clarissa. So, yeah, hi everyone, back again with me. So, today I will be serving as your table topics master. Basically, table topics is like an impromptu speech, like Toastmaster Clarissa already explained. So, without further ado, I would just share my screen. Okay, so is my screen visible? Okay,
Yes.
so I'll try to start the start the session. So, yeah, who is here? Everyone want to try the table topic? Okay, so I actually sent a personal invitation to Toastmaster Suharjo Setio. Hello, Toastmaster Suharjo Setio. Would you like to try this session? Uh, okay, so pick another one. There is a guest here or visiting Toastmasters. I'm not sure. Toastmasters Tita Meidaliva. Are you there? Okay, so or everyone who want to try, please please write your name into the chat box so I can easily or you can raise your hand to try this. Oh yeah, I actually invite to my college Raihan. So I see his name here, Raihan. Hello Raihan. Okay, still still there is no response. So oh yeah, I see Toastmasters.
Apa ya lo? Masa gue bilang I don't really know. I'm kind of new.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe you can try after 2 or 3 persons. Okay, so I see Toastmasters Dentia from SCBD Toastmasters Club. Hello, Toastmasters Dentia. Would you like to try the session?
I can, Attila, if if they can.
Who is speaking? Sorry. Oh yeah,
Gusti, Gusti.
Toastmasters Gusti. Halo Kak Gusti, how are you?
Hi.
Been
I'm
long ya.
good. Hi. I
Okay.
cannot unmute myself.
Oh, okay.
Dentia.
So sorry, Toastmaster Dentia. So after Toastmaster Gusti, it's your turn, and I will try to help to unmute. Okay, so Toastmaster Gusti. Let us. Okay, sorry. A
No worries.
mistake. Okay, there is 8 numbers here.
Mhm.
Please pick one.
Okay, because this month is April, so I like to choose number 5.
April is 4 actually.
Oh yeah, but it's correct. Okay, number 5.
Okay, so 4 or 5?
5.
5. Okay, 5. So play with pets. It's well known to reduce the feeling of anxiety and depression. Are you agree with this statement? So Toastmaster Gusti, you have no time to think. So let's okay, so the floor is yours, Toastmasters Gusti.
Okay, so anxiety and depression are actually about the mental health issues. This, these things actually arises like recent years ago, and people more aware about it. Furthermore, in the pandemic era, when we are locked down and we have no idea what we're going to do, depression because of losing jobs or because the worriness about the COVID-19 or people that you love are passed away, that moments are so terrible. And honestly, I start to buy some pets. I start to buy or adopt, not buy, adopt chicken, birds, rabbits, and fish. So how it can actually helps me to reduce my anxiety and depression during the pandemic era. I mean, like during those really bad times, because I can talk to them. And did you know they are really good listeners? Because whenever we talk, they will ready. And sometimes like my bird like singing like "Freak, freak, freak, freak," like that. And it was so releasing because when we sometimes talk to the people like having like bored face or feeling like you talk too much. But different with pets, you can talk with your kitten perhaps or your rabbits. They will have the same expression, especially when you give hug and when you give like that story somehow like their face looks understood with what you say and it release us. It release the emotion that we hold a long time because perhaps it's correct and I agree that the pets can help you to reduce the anxiety and depression. It's all back to you.
Whoa! Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gusti. Is there a mini zoo in your home? So like so many pets
Yeah,
that you're having?
yeah. Exclude the what is called the lizards, house lizards.
Yeah, but yeah, I actually don't really get relate with this statement because yeah, I'm afraid of many animals, but uh yeah, I'm happy to hear the experience that you're having. And yeah, that I often hear that pet can be the best friend of us. So yeah, thank you Toastmaster Gusti for trying the session. So next would be Toastmaster Dentia. Are you here? Ah yeah, I see her face. How are you, Toastmaster Dentia? Been long. Oh yeah. Okay, you're unmuted now.
All right. Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Tess Ratila?
Yeah, I'm good too.
Good.
Okay, so wait a minute. I will try to share. Yeah. Okay, so we have 8 topics and yeah, still have the rest. The one that you cannot pick is number 5.
Let me try 8. 8 is my lucky number.
Okay, so we go with 8. Okay, so we have the knowledge of how important it is to save the planet, but mostly people have failed to act on it. So, what do you think?
All right. Thank you, Table Topic Master. Well, this is a big topic and I cannot really say much about this, but I agree in one thing to preserve at least the water. That's the most crucial thing. And the plants that we have, all the forests and everything. Um, People say that global warming, those the trash in the ocean, all the pollution and everything affect global warming. And some people said, no, it's just very small effect in between so many things. But definitely, it's kind of difficult for us to comprehend, right? Because when we look at our society, we go to the supermarket, we go to other places, people will still use plastic, people will still waste some resources like water, people will still do whatever they please. So it is difficult to just say that the mother earth needs us, we need to preserve. But well, what we can do is act from the smallest thing in our home, for example, saving the water, eat only plants, food, or more vegetable, less meat, for example. That's for me. And then teach our children to really care about the nature and teach them how to plant something so they get used to having plants around them, and then they will want to preserve the living things and the greenery surrounding them. So I don't know what to say to all the people, but definitely I know what to say to my kids. So we can start from ourselves and from our family. Back to you.
Hey, thank you so much, Toastmaster Dentia. I could not agree more that the most important thing is to start from ourselves. Maybe to switch the plastic bag into the cardboard box or something like that. Telling your kids also very inspiring a way to start this from ourselves. Thank you so much for sharing. So we are we are going to continue the session. I see here Toastmasters Faisal, our the only speaker. Hello, Toastmaster Faisal.
Hi, Toastmaster Attila. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. So we have 6 numbers left, except number 5 and 8.
Well, I will go with number 1, April Fool.
April Fool. Okay, we go with number 1. Simple question. What is health means to you? What is health means to you, Toastmasters Faisal?
Thank you, Toastmaster Attila. What is health? Health is the most important thing that we have. We would never know the importance of health until we are not healthy. So, by that definition, we have to know that taking care of our health is one of the most important thing that we can do. We can think of taking care of our health as an investment. You know, many people in Indonesia actually they have money, they are middle class, but when they get sick, they will spend a lot of their money. Some spend most of their money to be healthy again, and that is why we need to take care of our health, and we think of our health as an investment. The second thing is we need to think of our health as something that is important for our children. Of course, we would like to see our children, our offspring, to grow up and to be healthy. That is why it's not just an economic side, but it's also emotional side. So you have to really take care of your health from the beginning, since young, because without our health, we will not be able to enjoy our life financially or emotionally. Thank you, Attila.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Faisal. Short but gold. I really like your sentence. We are never realized until we are not healthy. Yeah, I believe that. But I want to ask a question. Like, if you say in the emotional side, but how is it if we haven't got son or daughter? So what do you think that motivates us more to live healthily?
Well, that is a good question, Attila. Of course, as a human being, as a social being, love doesn't only come from our offspring. We have our parents, we have our friends that will also love us. So let us think that love is, we have many people that love us, and we have to preserve our health for the sake of the people that love us, and also for the sake of people that we love.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Faisal, for sharing and for your very inspiring words for us all. Thank you. So next turn is Toastmaster Suharjo Setio. Hello, Toastmaster Suharjo Setio. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. Can I
Yeah,
try?
sure, you can try. Okay, I will share again the screen. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so Toastmaster Suharjo, we have 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. What do you?
Number 2.
Which one do you pick? Okay, we go with number 2. Okay, if you see this, if you see these pictures, it's quite confusing, right? The left, the middle, and the right. Which one do you love the most? And yeah, please could you please share to us why you picked those as your most favorite one?
All right.
Okay, so the floor is yours, Toastmasters Suharjo.
There's a saying that say if you are not happy being single, you will not be happy being in a relationship because happiness is not in a relationship, but happiness is in food. That's why I love to eat because food gives me happiness. If I don't have anything to do, my brain will go wondering what kind of food I want to eat next. I will look at my Instagram feed and start browsing around and see hmm, what will be good for now. Is it bubble tea? Is it the Thai tea? Or maybe iced coffee? I love food and I love to eat. And to be honest with you, perhaps some of you already know that my family has a restaurant. It's been with my family for 30 years. And my table in my house never empty with food. Always have delicious food. A lot of people tell me, Joe, you need to go on diet. You are overweight. But I would like to tell them, have you ever been to my house and have you ever seen the food in my on my table? If I look thin, people will say Joe's restaurant is not good. Even the owners himself is skinny. I'm a walking self promotion. Don't you think so? People look at me. Yeah, I open a restaurant. People say, yeah, I believe you. So I think that it's given that I love to eat. It doesn't mean I don't like to go exercise, but I do exercise. But if you ask me which is the most activity I like to do the most, I love food because food gives you happiness. Give it back to you, table topic master.
All right, awesome, Toastmaster Suharjo. I believe that everyone here agree with you. We love to eat. Yeah, food bring happiness. Couldn't agree more, and cannot wait to go to your restaurant, perhaps to try the food. Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Suharjo, for sharing. Okay, Mocha Cafe. Okay, so everyone, you can directly visit and meet the owner, Toastmaster Suharjo, and he will directly give you a discount 50%. Okay, so this is not record. Oh yeah, this is recorded by At America. So yeah, okay. So we go next to the Toastmasters. Oh yeah, I see. I see here Billy Nicholas. Hi, soon to be Toastmasters Billy Nicholas. I can unmute you. Wait a minute. Hello, soon to be Toastmasters Billy Nicholas.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Am I
Hello.
audible?
Yes, of course, you're audible. Is this your first time visiting Metropolitan Toastmasters Club?
Yes, this is my first. This is my first one, and then I would like to observe you all. So thank you to have me on your
Yeah.
meeting session.
Yeah. Okay. So we are delighted to have you here also.
Thank
Maybe you
you.
want to try the session table topics. So you are giving a speech like 1 to 2 minutes. It's like an impromptu speech while you were in a contest like Miss Universe or something like that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but yeah, let's take a chance. Okay.
Okay. I really love your spirit, soon to be Toastmasters Billy. Okay. So we have 8, but yeah, you can pick number 3, 4, 6, or 7.
7 is good.
7. Okay, 7. You see this. You see here there is 2 picture. Okay, so over 100 million people lack the income or land to meet such basic needs like food, water, and shelter. So, if you were a policymaker, what would you do to tackle this issue? Wow, it's a very
Very
heavy
tough one.
question. Very tough one, but yeah, you go try.
Okay, so shall I start now?
Yeah, you can see the timer, Toastmaster Claudia. If you are, if the screen is green, so you are, you still can continue before the timer turns into red. So
Yeah.
go on,
So
Toastmasters Billy.
okay, hello everyone. So let me start with these things. So like a lack of like a basic needs. It's not the only problem we are having in Indonesia, but most of in developed countries. Maybe we have India, and then we have like a Cambodia and Vietnam, other than Indonesia. So what should I do if I were the policymakers? Maybe I will um, maybe reduce the policy to to having this basic needs like ERS, or maybe uh, like maybe provide the elders with uh, like a much better you can name it like a government support, and then you can doing like a direct investment to finance the micro I'm sorry, micro, like a uh, employee, or I'm s- uh, I'm sorry, Attila, I haven't prepared for this. Very tough one, but like
Okay.
yeah. Thank you. So maybe I would like to empower the citizen, the people in Indonesia to doing their own business. Thank you all. I'm sorry I haven't prepared anything for this meeting.
No, no worries, Sundu Toastmaster Billy. Yay, you're doing very great. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
What do you mean OMKM? Like, the
Yeah,
small and medium enterprise.
enterprise. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. I believe that maybe the only the actual action that we can is by cutting the policy of the government, so like to make a direct investment.
That's correct.
Yes, I couldn't agree with your statement. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Billy. Nice try. Hope
Anytime.
I can see you again in the next session of Table Topics. Okay,
Thank you.
so we move to the next speaker. I see here there is Toastmaster Raiditya Yosef. Hello, Toastmaster Reddy. It's been a while. How are you, Toastmaster Reddy? Okay, wait. Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you for unmuting me. It's been a while. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah. Happy that happy to see your background again.
Yeah,
Okay,
happy to see
so
everyone again.
yeah. So okay. Toastmaster ready. We have 2 left. Wait a minute. Yeah, we have 2 left. The ones left is 5 and 6. Which one do you prefer? 6. Okay, we go with 6. Okay, it is a question. Invest in your health or invest in your assets?
Okay.
Invest in your health or invest in your assets? Toastmaster Raditya Yosef.
Okay, invest in your health or invest in your assets. So don't need to stay 3 days ago, I went into what is that? Tooth extraction surgery. So you can see my cheek is still swollen. So the price for the procedure was around 20 million rupiah. So I need to pay 20 million rupiah for like to make to invest in my health, my future health. Now, whether the question is to like if I don't invest in my asset, then I don't have money. So to pay for the surgery, to pay for the tooth extraction. So whether you ask the question is better to invest in your health or to invest in your asset, invest in both, invest in both in your asset, in your health to have enough money to pay for your insurance, to pay for future maybe like future sickness that you will experience so that you can have a better health in the future. So you know, invest only in one thing, invest in your asset, in your health, and then invest in your happiness because your asset and your money and your health will bring you happiness. That's it. Back again to Master Attila.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reddy. So sad to hear that. Get well soon.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, I could not agree more that going to a dentist is perhaps a nightmare, yeah, because yeah, we spend lots money in per visit, like you know 1,000 million 1 million rupiahs and so on, and yeah, so we should invest first, then to save the money, but yeah, maybe have a better insurance to cover our health. It's is also a very nice option. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Reddy, for sharing. Invest in your happiness should be the motto of us all. From Toastmaster Faisal. Thank you, Toastmaster Faisal, for quoting the sentences. I love that too. Okay, so we have okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I miss something? We still have one slot. Is anyone interested to try? Is there anyone want to try? Maybe.
Toastmaster Azhar, would you like to try? We like to see them.
We want to see
Toastmaster
your
Azhar,
performance, Master Azhar.
come
Yes,
on,
yes.
come on, give us enlightenment.
Okay, why not? Thanks a lot. Yes, I will try.
Okay. Thank you so much visiting Toastmaster Azhar. It's been a while too. How are you visiting Toastmaster Azhar?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so without further ado, I will continue to share the screen. We have one question left. It is number 5, Toastmaster Azhar. So we go with number 5, yeah? Okay. I'm sorry. Is there...
Number 4 is not yet.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. I think it's 4, yeah. I see. Maybe some error happened in the hyperlink, but yeah, you have the option for number 4 and 3. Yeah. I still have 2 left. You pick number 3 or 4?
Take number 3 then.
3. Okay, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so if you get the chance to make this world healthier, what would you do first? Do you get it, Toastmaster Azhar?
Yes, I get it.
Okay. Toastmaster Azhar, the floor is yours.
If I would like to make this world healthier, what would I do first? This is an intriguing question. What would I do first?
I believe the first thing that I should do is to educate my children that health is important, that the world is in trouble, and we should do something about it today. We have heard of climate change. We have heard of pollutions. We have heard of so many issues on the world's health. And it is best that we do something today so that it won't worsen in the future. This question reminds me of the saying that says, we don't inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrowed it from our children. What it means is that we have to do something to make the world healthier. So we need to educate our children in a way that they will realize and aware that they need to do something on their own, personally, to make sure that the world will be healthier. For example, we are still having COVID today. And the only way for us to be out of this pandemic is to be sure that we do our part to make not only the rest of the world, but ourselves, the family, healthier. Make sure we wear masks, make sure we have social distancing, we make sure we wash our hands. All these little things are not little, but they actually contribute to a better world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, visiting Toastmaster Azhar. A very good statement from you. So start from our children by it's basically start from ourselves to have a good habit. Like in this kind of situation, we still put our mask everywhere and so on. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, Toastmaster Azhar. So I still have one last question. Maybe I see here is soon to be Toastmasters Raihan.
Megawati, oh yeah.
Megawati, or where is it? Megawati. Soon to be Toastmaster Megawati, are you there? Or Rizky Halasan? Hi, Eki. Would you like to try, Ki? Last question. Okay, no, maybe Raihan. Yeah, Raihan actually is my friend. Raihan, are you there? Okay, maybe he's not here, or he is here, but oh yeah. I forget. Sorry, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Megawati, you are unmuted now. Hello, soon to be Toastmaster Megawati.
Hi, hello. I'm sorry. I don't know why my name is Megawati because actually my name is Ivo.
How come?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I should rename it first.
Okay, go with whatever name, yeah, is it? Okay, so we have one last question for you. Okay, so here we go. When things get you down, you seem to share your worries maybe to your loved ones or with someone. What is your last worries? Could you please share to us? Okay, do you get it? Soon to be Toastmasters Ivo, right?
Yes, I got it. Yes, thank you. I got it, but it is hard. It's difficult actually. My worry, yeah. Okay, I'll try to answer that. Talking about the last worry that I have last time it is about the future. Well, Every time I look at my parents, I'm afraid of losing them. Who are not afraid of losing someone they love? Please raise your hand. I bet nobody. Even that I cannot see you guys, but I bet nobody is brave enough to say that I'm okay with losing somebody that I love. No, it's hard. So I am grateful that right now I can see their face every day. We can laugh, we can make jokes to the little things that we have in our life. But soon I will be moving back to my place, and then I'm afraid of losing them. Like, oh my God, what I'm gonna do without them? How if they are sick? How if I am sick? So, well, what really can we do to something we cannot control? Is to give it to the hand that control us, right? So the least thing that I can do is to do nothing, just to say to God, thank you that I still have them, and to maximize, to optimize whatever I can do. Only by saying good morning. I call my mother Nande Ivo and Bapak Ivo, so I call them good morning, Pak Ivo, and they would, you're so rude calling me by my name, but I enjoy it because I am thankful that they are with me. So I hope for the everybody here, just be thankful and be happy around the one that you love. That's how you show that you love them. So in the end of the day, we regret nothing. Thank you, back to you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ivo. I believe that yeah, the uncertain of the future seems like popped up in our mind, but yeah, maybe to distract it, just be grateful by having our loved one around us. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. So yeah, I believe that this is my last chance to share the the table topic session. So thank you so much everyone for joining the session. Toastmaster Claudia may recap who is eligible to be voted. Is everyone eligible to be voted, Toastmaster Claudia?
Yes, everyone is eligible to be voted.
Well, Toastmaster Claudia already sent to the chat box. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Claudia, for take the report. Okay, so thank you. Thank you everyone for having me. I will be giving the floor back to our beloved Toastmasters of the meeting, Toastmaster Clarissa. Over to you, Toastmaster Clarissa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archela, for very entertaining table topic questions. That was very great. That's very fun. I'm really enjoying it. I bet everyone is enjoying the sessions too. The questions is very intriguing, especially I was taken back when the questions coming up. Which one do you choose between invest in your health or invest in your assets? And then suddenly, Toastmaster give his thought about it. It was like, anyway, it was very fun to have the table topic sessions with Toastmaster Attila. And of course, don't forget to vote your best table topic to our ballot counter, Toastmaster Guti, by simply giving the names, simply private chat to Toastmaster Gusti. All right, we're going to moving on to our next agenda. Let me share my screen. All right, we're going to moving to our next agenda, which is our prepared speech session. So we have only one speaker for tonight's meeting, is Toastmaster Faisal. He will be doing his level 1 evaluations and feedback project, which will be evaluated by our Toastmaster Mifta. Without any further long ado, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Miftah to introduce more about Toastmaster 5-Star Project. Toastmaster Miftah, are you ready?
Yes, I'm quite ready.
Okay, the Zoom is yours.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Miftah and I serve as fellow waiter for Toastmaster Faisal. Toastmaster Faisal will share to us about his project called Researching and Presenting. The purpose of this project is for members to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. So the speech length for today's meeting is 5 until 7 minutes. Without further ado, I will call Toastmaster Faisal. Toastmaster Faisal, COVID-19 endemic, what it might mean to our daily life. COVID-19 pandemic, what it might mean to our daily life. Toastmaster Faisal, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Miftah. I hope I'm audible. So, how many of you have had COVID infection in the past 2 years? I see a lot of people raising their hands. And how many of you think that Indonesia will enter the COVID-19 endemic phase soon? Anybody raise your hand? Not a lot of people raising their hand. So that is why I'm having this topic tonight, COVID-19 endemic, what it might mean for our daily lives. As the Omicron wave subsides across Indonesia, many provinces, including Jakarta, have begun to loosen COVID-19 safety measures. The national vaccination rate has now reached 72% of the targeted 208 million people. And on top of that, millions who had been infected and survived have automatically developed immunity. So the government is quite sure that Indonesia has achieved the so-called herd immunity. While the virus remains a risk to the unvaccinated people and those with underlying medical conditions and compromised immune systems, Indonesian citizens are beginning to contemplate what daily life may look like when COVID-19 becomes endemic. At this point in the pandemic, many of us are exhausted by 2 years of intermittent lockdowns, social and physical distancing, remote learning, and also by masking. The possibility that the virus that causes COVID-19 could evolve to become endemic is the long-awaited door to open to be back to normalcy, to life before COVID. We are anxious to say goodbye, COVID. The transition to the endemic phase will mean removing many of the social mobility restrictions that have been in place for 2 long years. People should be allowed to travel more freely, go to their workplaces, do their shopping, and go to entertainment places. And for children, go back to school safely. But what does endemic really mean? And will we actually get there? Will there ever be a day when we can ditch our mask for good and not be afraid of social interactions? Will we ever be able to get over the feelings of loss and, let us face it, anger caused by the past 2 years of disruption of our life? Endemic is a multifaceted word. It derives from the Greek word demos, which means people, and endemias, which means native. The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines endemic as belonging or native to a particular people or country, or something that is restricted or particular to a locality or region. COVID-19 endemic will mean that the virus takes its place among other circulating respiratory diseases like the flu or tuberculosis, that while dangerous to some, does not result in huge spikes in hospitalization and death. So when and how do a pandemic become an endemic? It's just not black and white. There is not a line that you can cross and say that we are now in an endemic phase. With a respiratory virus such as COVID, it is so difficult to induce what we call sterilizing immunity that protects you from all infection. So COVID-19 will not disappear entirely. I think what people can expect is that it will likely look something like influenza. People who have partial immunity or half immunity due to vaccination or natural infection will be protected from severe disease. However, for those at risk, such as the elderly and people with chronic conditions, and also people with compromised immune systems, COVID-19 could continue to become a serious concern. Keep in mind that the flu kills between 12,000 to 52,000 people in the US every year. And in Indonesia, tuberculosis is still a serious health problem. So even though a disease becomes endemic, it does not mean that it's not dangerous. We have to keep that in mind. So speaking of dangerous, how do we protect those at risk? It is important to understand that unlike the beginning of the pandemic 2 years ago, when our toolbox was empty, now we have vaccines, now we have boosters, now we have antivirus drugs, now we have monoclonal antibodies, and widely available rapid tests. The hope is that these measures will help create layers of defense that will reduce the harm of future waves of COVID and protect the most vulnerable. There may be future outbreaks that require those at risk for severe infection to take additional steps to be careful and protect themselves, like avoiding crowded indoor settings, frequently washing their hands, and even wearing masks in public, similar to what we would be recommended during a bad flu season. However, for many people, the most important thing that they can do to protect themselves is to get vaccinated and, if eligible, get boosted. What is the likelihood that we will need booster shots every year, even though the COVID-19 is in the endemic phase? The COVID vaccines are a remarkable and amazing scientific achievement, and it is our most important tool against COVID. While the Delta and the Omicron variants were able to produce breakthrough infections in vaccinated people, but the vaccine still demonstrated strong protection against hospitalization and even death. And this protection was increased when boosted. Because COVID antibody levels will decrease over time, the timing and the need for booster shots are important questions that the scientific community is trying to answer. I think it is reasonable to assume that boosters will be recommended if there is a surge in infection or there is a variant of concern emerging, particularly for those at risk. So, in conclusion, as we move toward the endemic phase, we must still be careful. I repeat, let's move toward the endemic phase carefully. Thank you.
Wow, that was a very great speech from our speaker, Toastmaster Faisal. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Faisal, for the very refreshing information about the current situations of COVID-19. When I listened to Toastmaster Faisal, I suddenly remembered what he said during table topic. We are not aware of health unless we are faced unless you're having that conditions. I believe sometimes when COVID attacks at the beginning of last 2 years, we are all very skeptical. We are searching for all the information that appears in internet. But right now, I think mostly of us starting to, to have those, what should I care about this COVID-19? I mean, I've been living in 2 years and nobody's starting to care about COVID and upcoming news already. But let's keep in mind that we should always pay attention to our surroundings, to pay attention to our health, especially this coronavirus, which hasn't truly free from the COVID-19. Please be sure, and of course for me as well, Clarissa and everyone, please always stay alert with this COVID-19 news updated. Well, thank you very much for Toastmaster Faisal. I think Toastmaster Faisal, since we only have one speaker, therefore we don't have any voting sessions for our prepared speech session. So without further ado, I would like just to continue to our next session, which is evaluation session. I will just handle the floor to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Christopher. Toastmaster Christopher, are you ready with your report? Yes, Toastmaster Christopher, the Zoom is yours. Anyone please help Toastmaster Christopher to unmute his microphone?
All right. You're being unmuted. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chris. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. I hope you're still enjoying the meeting for tonight. We're almost in the end of the session, and before we end in the end of session, let me run or lead some our evaluation session that would be just like Toastmaster Faisal. His speech would be evaluated by Toastmaster Miftah. Toastmaster Miftah, please help me to evaluate Toastmaster Faisal speech. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Faisal. Toastmaster Miftah.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
The word pandemic has become one of the most misused of the pandemic, and many of the errant assumptions made encourage a misplaced complacency. It doesn't mean that COVID-19 will come to a nature end. Thank you so much to Master Faisal. Already protect us with your knowledge about the COVID-19 pandemic. I really know that this is the sexiest topic on earth. Who doesn't know about the COVID-19? And we are now facing a COVID-19 endemic phase. Master Faisal tried hard to inform us about the endemic phase, what it really means to our daily life. I thought there is no different big activities that we need to know when the pandemic hit us and after the endemic tried to give us some safety reason. I really like your sharing moment because you took a quick question to your audience so that all audiences in here is aware with your what will you share in this session. Not only that, the sexiest that I mentioned before made the audience wanted to know more about what is the exact activities that we need comparing to the pandemic situation and also the endemic. It appears comfort level from the audience itself. Now, after that, you really spoke your you really spoke clearly and easily understood by others, especially me. Like that, you use tone, speed, and volume in a great way so we can understand more on your presentation. I saw you really take the focus on your camera so we can see that you really consider to see us and share to us. I will suggest you with two things only to make you have a great potential to be a good speaker. The first, try to make a PowerPoint. So with that PowerPoint, we can see that you already have a good research about that, and that you can share to us more what is the pandemic situation and then pandemic. We can see that this is the important thing that what is the endemic already hit us and why the endemic why the government what is that stated that we already have the endemic station. And then the second is you really talk soft like 20% of the the numbers we infected by the COVID-19. Not like that. Because this is the sexiest topic ever, you must say that 20% of pandemic of the numbers of the people in the pandemic situation. Is it really possible for us to go to pandemicization like that? So it will appear more. You convince us more. Um, convince us with your topic. All in all, Toastmaster Faisal, that was a penny of my thought. Looking forward to listen to your fascinating speech in the near future. Back to you. Mr. G,
Okay.
are you there? Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm here. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mifta. This is a really scientific version, and I really like it. All right, I think we have almost done, and we're going to our next session, evaluation session that have any from respective our role taker reports during the meeting. The first, I would like to give some G reports from me from tonight. For tonight meeting, the meeting is running so good. We have a better preparation, and then the most fascinating tonight is our table topic that bring about what Harvey and anything else. And then we'll not forget about our speaker, Toastmaster Faisal, brought some intriguing topic for his speech, and Toastmaster Mr. Evaluation is doing so well. And I hope for the next meeting we could have some more improvisation so that in the future we'll give some the best for our meeting in this club. All right, we move to our another road taker, right? Let's start from our grammarian report.
Thank you, GE, Toastmaster Christopher. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. It's a pleasure listening to your speeches. And now I would like to point out some of the words and sentences that can be improved. For example, the first one that I would like to point out is people more aware about it. My suggestion to this sentence will be people are more aware about it because aware is an adjective. So in an English sentence, it requires a verb. If we do not have a verb, any verb, then we can use a linking verb that is to be, is, am, or are. And people here is a plural noun, so we can use are. People are more aware about it. Second one, depression because losing job. My suggestion will be depression due to losing a job. This is a clause. It is not a complete sentence yet. And because is followed by a clause. And here losing job is not a clause yet. And so we can use a due to depression due to losing a job as a cause for depression. Next, different with and followed by a noun. My suggestion will be different from. We use from to follow the word different. Different from and then followed by a noun. Next. The next one will be we are delighted to have you here. My suggestion will be we are delighted to have you here. Delight is a verb and delighted is an adjective. So we can use an adjective in this sentence. We are delighted to have you here. Next is you can doing direct investment. My suggestion is you can do direct investment because can is followed by verb one. No need to put ing after the word can. The sixth one is I couldn't agree with your statement. I believe that what you mean to say was I couldn't agree more with your statement, which means I agree with you 100%. And the last one from me will be all audiences here is aware of, and then followed by a noun. My suggestion will be all audiences here are aware of, and followed by the noun, because both and all are plural and each and every is singular. So since we use all, so we can use are to indicate that all is plural instead of is. And I do find wonderful quotes and thoughts which I would like to share with you. The first one is from Toastmaster Gusti Harta. That can help us to relieve our anxiety. From Toastmaster Dentia, start with ourselves and our family. From Toastmaster Faisal, we don't know the value of health until we lose it. Another one from Toastmaster Faisal, take care of our health physically and financially. The last one from Toastmaster Faisal, take care of our health for the people who love us and those whom we love. From Distinguished Toastmaster Suharjo Setio, if you are not happy being single, you won't be happy being in a relationship. Another one from Distinguished Toastmaster Suharjo Setio, food gives you happiness. From Toastmaster Raditya Yosef, invest in your health, asset, and happiness. We still have some more from Toastmaster Ashar. We do not inherit the world from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. From Toastmaster Ivo, something we cannot control, give it to the hands that control it. Another one from Toastmaster Ivo, be thankful and be happy to be around those whom we love. That's all coming from me for the Grammarians report. Thank you, and back to you, GE Toastmaster Christopher.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Titin. And we move to the next is WOD report that will be delivered by Toastmaster Wiwit. Toastmaster Wiwit, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Christopher. So here I'm as I'm going to report about how many NWOD that you were talking when you were speaking like last time. So for NWOD, I heard only from Toastmaster Titin and for twice, and then Toastmaster Faisal for 5 times for using WOD. And for or I heard for most of speakers, but we know that Toastmasters is a learning place that we can learn about public speaking. So it's all right if you sometimes still miss something or miss word and then you say and kind of like that. But here I found more than 10 from soon to be Toastmaster Billy Nicole, but it's all right because we are learning, and also from Toastmaster Artila and Toastmaster Miftah. And for other speakers, you did or it's only less than 10 times. So I think that's all from my role. I'm sorry if I did a wrong counting. And then back to Toastmaster Christopher.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Wiwit. And this is our last road taker report that is the most wanted report that come from our ballot counter. Toastmaster Gusti, the screen is yours.
All right. G, should I give the report now or after the Tom?
You can now. can do it.
All right. Okay, okay, everyone, this is the Hall of Fame. So please unmute yourself and give us drum roll. And for the best speaker is drum roll, please. Toastmaster Faisal. Yay! Big round of applause. Wow. And then for the best evaluator is drum roll, please. Our beloved Division B Director, Toastmaster Miftah Huda. Yay! Oh my god, awesome. All right. And for the best double topic speaker, the winner is Toastmaster Azza Othman. Yay! Congratulations to the all winners. And it's all from me. Back to you, G.
Master, the screen is yours.
Thank you for our general evaluator and his team for for a very comprehensive report for tonight's meeting. Well, that's all wrap up for our tonight's meeting. I bet all of you are having great night, having great fun with our tonight's meeting with Metropolitan Toastmasters. Well, I would like to share screen a moment. Okay. Moment. All right. So if you guys, for the guests and for the soon-to-be Toastmaster, we are curious about Metropolitan Toastmaster, don't hesitate to just contact our VPM, Toastmaster Faisal, or you can contact us through our Gmail, or just directly simply chat him or Instagram us to get to know more about our Toastmasters. All right. And our Toastmaster, Metropolitan Toastmaster, is bi-weekly meeting. So we're going to have our next meeting on Tuesday, next Tuesday, 26th April 2020. So that's all for our tonight's meeting. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram at Metropolitan at Toastmasters. That's all. I'm giving back the control to our president, Toastmaster Attila. Thank you for having me as your Toastmaster after meeting.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Clarissa, for leading the meeting very well. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for attending this meeting. We hope that you had fun together, had so much new insight from all the speakers today. So yeah, without further ado, maybe I want to hear one or two words from our newest member. I see here Toastmaster Claudia, maybe some sentence, how do you feel today and why you decided to join Toastmasters or else anything. So give the floor to Toastmaster Claudia, our newest member.
Thank you, Toastmaster Attila. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Wow, I can see my face. Well, thank you for welcoming me into the club. I'm very glad to be here. I have been wanting to join your club since I think 2 years ago, and I just did it like yesterday. So yay me! I'm very glad to be serving as your timer today. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Looking forward to serve more in the community and also to develop myself with your pathways and also to learn more from all of the members and also from my mentor, I believe, and to create an engageful and meaningful relationship with you all. Thank you very much, and very happy to listen to all the speakers today. I think you guys gave very much interesting points of views and also meaningful messages. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Claudia. We look forward to create memories with you in Metropolitan Toastmasters Club. Okay, so I believe that we have our Division B Director, Toastmaster Miftah Huda, who would like to send the message for us. So without further ado, I give the floor to Toastmasters Miftah Huda.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Attila, Madam President. Well, I have two announcements. The first announcement is don't forget to attend the District Executive Council meeting that will be held on May 15th. So we will have a new lined up of district director, program quality director, club growth director, and also the division directors, 11 division directors in District 87. And then the second thing is because my term will go to the end of our term, so I would like to invite incoming Division B director, if there is no obstacle, Toastmaster Dinsya Saraswati. That's all from me. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, our Division B Director, Toastmasters Miftah Huda, for the very great information for us all. Okay, so thank you everyone for coming to Mets by the sound of this clap. So I hereby close the meeting, and thank you so much everyone for being here. Please don't leave too fast. I will give the control to Ed America, and then we took some photo, and then we can have some chit chat maybe later on. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for participating. Here I will be giving the floor to Geneva from the Ed America. Thank you.
Thank you, Katila, and thank you so much, everyone, for your participation today. I hope that everyone can gain a lot of knowledge and insights today, especially in regards of health and the importance of it. Now, earlier in this session, we asked audience members a trivia question, and that question was, is it true or false World Health Day marks the anniversary of the United Nations? And the correct answer to that is false. World Health Day is celebrated on 7th of April and marks the anniversary of the World Health Organization. Shout out goes out to @LeafyMona from Instagram for answering the question correctly, and thank you to everyone else who has also participated on our question of the day. Now you may be wondering, how can I develop an awesome idea for App America? It's very easy. You can visit our website at www.atmerica.or.id, and then you can select create an event and collaborate with us. All event proposals coming to us will be reviewed, and your event might be featured with us soon. Don't forget as well to follow us on our social medias on Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook at ATAmerica for our event updates, fun content, and so much more. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and newsletter as well. With that, it is time to say goodbye. My name is Genara. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. See you soon.